Hey everyone, Sparks here, back for another installment of Major Minor. Last time around, we had to make a really tough choice, and honestly, I'm still a bit broken up by that. Having to choose who to save is not something that's easy, either in a game or even more so in real life. And these were two people I really liked, so losing one of them hurts a lot. And I'm sure the other one is not doing too well after that. But I made my choice. Now I have to live with it. And hopefully we'll get to see something good come from all of this. Perhaps we'll even be able to save everyone and bring everyone who died back, just like Maxine hopes. But who knows? For now, I'm going to just have to assume that they're dead and they're not coming back. As we go to get answers from Reiyo. And he better damn well have them, because I am sick of his lies. Alright. Now, what's interesting is that since Rocker died, he's been on the save file section, and I don't know whether or not that's important. But enough actually talking about this. Let's just get back to things now that we are pretty much absolutely certain that we've gotten everything we need for the true ending. The arc. It looks a bit different. Are we seeing it from a different angle, or has it just been mirror imaged? Those look different. I'm sure those orange clouds were over on the other side. Doesn't matter. Though, when my vision returns, I find myself in the arc. However, something seems different. I feel scared, lonely, helpless. The pain has vanished. I'm suspended in the air. When he appears before me, fright overtakes me. My attempts to flee are useless, just as I thought. Much like my previous visits, I'm unable to move. You cannot escape fate. Please, stop struggling. You must have many questions to ask. For that, you should be relaxed. Relaxed? Yeah, right. Not this time. I immediately demand an explanation. Why did he give Maxine Armstrong powers from the Ark? And why is she killing those involved with the tour? Interesting. I see you've caught me. Yet your concern still rests with others. I expected you to act in self-interest. Perhaps Velasquez is right about you. Don't worry. You're still the savior. The lies are only from myself. Perhaps it would be best to start anew. He snaps his fingers and I fall to the ground. Wait, ground? That doesn't make any sense. There's no floor beneath me. I see nothing but an infinite expanse of space. Still, I am able to rise to my feet. I'm no longer held back or hindered by this place. I walk towards him and face him as an equal, with a feeling that I could finally combat my fate. Where should we begin? I stop to ponder for a few moments. Oh, of course. Some people would call me the ferryman, but you can call me Reiyo. Finally we hear your name actually being given to us directly instead of hearing it from other people. I've been stuck in the ark for eternity, but part of me wants to leave. I feel like I'm missing out on so much. That's why I gave Maxine Armstrong powers. I need to find a worthy successor. I can't just hand the ark to anybody. That's why I gave her a little test. I can only assume that test is to kill people. But why those involved in the tour? And why a test of that nature to begin with? It was purely for convenience sake. I need to keep an eye on you at all times, so I planned the test to be nearby. But as for why she had to kill, It's another story entirely. I lied to you about the nature of the Ark. I stand here and watch over Earth and Terra, governing the forces of life and death. I can give the gift of life, or take it away, as I see fit. I am a god of death, you could say, ensuring that both worlds remain in check. The deaths are here, a death there. There is lots to take into consideration. That's why I ordered her to kill. It's something I do many times a day. My replacement will have to do it too, with no hesitation. A test was necessary. It's unfortunate that I have to keep her nearby, but please, do not make this a personal thing. It's just had to be done. If I could, I would have ordered to kill people in an entirely different country, but I must keep everyone together. I hope you understand. It's just an unfortunate coincidence. I don't know if I can trust him. If he likens himself to the Grim Reaper, is he responsible for all death? If he is, the God of Death wears a hoodie. Let's just think about that for a moment. That is a hoodie. A very fancy hoodie with a lace-up bit, but still a hoodie. I mean, you can even see where it ends. I wonder what he has beneath that. In fact, I wonder what everyone has beneath the actual section that we can see. Are they just naked down there? Or do they actually have pants on? If they have pants on, what kind of pants? These are the questions, people. What about the other realities? Can he bring back Keela? I could bring him back, yes. Where's the fun in that? You wouldn't understand consequence. In that aspect, Maxine is a genius. I did tell her about you being the savior. She came up with that whole plan on her own, in fact. I'm quite taken. Using death to such an end was beautiful. She taught you some very important things. 1. You need to face consequence. 2. You won't be able to save everyone. 3. Others will die by your hand. There's the little else to add. But you've taken your duty lightly, so a display of truth was needed. Terra will not be saved without death. It is your duty to save Terra. More friends will die. Foes will appear. Either directly or indirectly. You will be the cause of many deaths to come. It's important that you realized this. I don't know if I'm okay with this. That seems like a really poor way to test it by using my friends against me like that. Come on. There had to have been a better way. About the other realities. I lied. There's only one of everything. Only one Terra to save. Only one Earth. Wait, and that means, fortunately, yes, you lack the power I presented you with. You're not special in any way, at least in that regard. You still have a purpose in Terra. Only Veloquist can divulge that. This is why I'll be sending you back. Every step you take in Terra brings that world closer to its promised salvation. But now you know a little more about what the path to salvation entails. I can't believe this. I don't have a power? Everything you said to me back then was a lie? I have known you were the savior all along. I know what Veloquist is planning in Terra. I've been watching over it since I was born. I'm sorry for the lies. But now you know the truth. About me. About you. About the Ark. Terra won't be saved for a while yet. I felt that it was best to come clean. We may need to join forces. I'd rather help you as a friend instead of face you as an enemy. Especially after I'm free of the Ark. I believe it is customary on Earth to inquire about after forgiveness. So I could do this now, if that's okay with you. Would you forgive me, Sparks? I don't know what to think about all of this. I never expected saving Terra to be all fun and games. But it could cause the deaths of all of my friends? And how do I know he's telling the truth about Max? Or for that matter, about himself and the Ark? As bizarre as this all sounds, it kind of makes sense. He doesn't have a reason to lie anymore. And admitting to my lack of power is really a big step for him to take. Perhaps he truly is coming clean and telling the truth. I don't know. This is all so confusing. But if he does break free from the Ark, he would be a useful ally to have. I'm just concerned about how Max would manage things. Reiyo looks at me expectantly. For the first time, he wants answers. Our situation's now reversed. Do I forgive him, or do I not? That is the question. I mean, I'm not the kind to hold grudges, so I can't say that I would say, no, I can't trust you again. At the same time, I'm wary of him. I'll be watching his every move. If he's still lying, he's still holding back, he won't hear the end of it. Right now, I understand his reason. He was probably afraid that I wouldn't do the job if I didn't, if I knew the full truth. So, Reiyo is grateful. Thank you. I appreciate this chance. I will only be forthcoming from now on. I'll perform my duty with fervor. And that begins with sending you to Terra. I hope you find the answers that you seek. Perhaps, if you do save Terra, we can talk about bringing back the dead. He snaps his fingers, my vision starts to fade. For the first time, I'm terrified of going to Terra. The true fragility of things now torments me. Jeez. Just have a little bit of iron brew to just prevent my throat from getting all dry right now. Oh. Amber out of the glass bottle is so refreshing. Ugh. The secret meeting unfolds shortly after. Akron leaves Anumi under the protection of Singe. So, do you have anything to say? About what? About what happened today? Didn't it seem familiar to you? Did you do this just to prove a point? Max, I relive those events every day. Just silent in the back of my mind. There was no need to remind me. It's always there. Trust me. Can't say I trust you, brother. Don't call me that, Max. Ever again. I renounced the Armstrong name years ago. Oh, don't be so dramatic. You know you can't hide from a birthright. Besides, that's why you were chosen too. Because we're brother and sister. This wouldn't be any fun otherwise. It's interesting that you are brother and sister because, you know, you don't look anything alike. Yes, you are both foxes, but, you know, well, yes, siblings can have different hair colors, different fur, and, look dramatically different. You're like two different species of fox entirely. And just look at your ears. So, clearly one of you takes after one of your parents, and the other takes after the other. So, I don't even know if different species of fox can interbreed. Probably, maybe they can, maybe they can't. I don't know whether or not. But if they can, would they produce two kids that are completely different species, or would they produce two that are the same species, or would they create a crossbreed? I don't know. Honestly, it's not important though. At the end of the day, with these two both being tested and being aware that they're each being tested, things are interesting. This wouldn't be any fun otherwise. This is fun to you? That's sick. You're killing innocent people, and you're letting it happen. Can't keep your eyes off of Dad's, can you? It lets me do all sorts of cunning things. Normally you have everything in your sight. That is, until you see a pretty girl. Mocking me? Some things never change. It's the quickest way under your fur. And it's so amusing for me to watch. There are more pressing matters at hand. I want to talk to you about this game. I'm listening. You know you can't win, right? Especially after what I pulled today. I have more in store, trust me. That was just the tip of the iceberg. What makes you think I don't have plans? Just stop assuming things, Max. Funny, if you had plans, no one would be dead. I'll give you an A for effort, though. This game's going purely in my favor. However, it doesn't have to stay that way. What do you mean? The rules. They didn't ban teamwork. What if we did this together? We could rule the Ark as family. Then you won't have to worry about losing. You can't deny it. I use the power better. I haven't really used it at all. I don't need a power to win. I've always been able to outsmart you. So confident for someone who's losing. But look at everything I've done so far. You really think you can beat me, Acheron? You've only killed 3 people. You're not even halfway done. Just 3? Not at all. I've been in Tokyo for a while now. The midnight deaths, you mean? I forgot about those for a moment. Clays wasn't the first one you've killed. Of course not. He was one of many. And they were all just practice kills. I have this down to a science. I'm winning. I've anticipated every possible move. There's nothing you can do to stop me. So in the face of loss, why not team up? I don't know. I was raised to prefer an honorable loss. A dishonorable win is not in my nature. That's something I wish you were taught. Mistakes are far too large to stick to values. Remember what we'll be capable of. Sometimes you need to discard your views, especially in the face of the greater good. You can achieve honor through dishonor. That's a paradox, Max. You can't justify this. You can justify this any way you wish, but I want to win by my parameters. However, things haven't really been going my way, so let me speak hypothetically for a moment. If we team up, could you still play to my objective, ensuring that nobody else here dies? No, because then you'd be the winner. I want to be the victor in this. I've been practicing so hard, Acheron. I don't know if I could agree to that. That's a shame. Pride always was your worst feature. It's gonna get you killed. Such an easy exit in sight. But you're too blind to take it. I wouldn't go that far. Could you just let me think about this? Give me a few seconds without an insult? Sure. I think we both have a common goal. After we win, we want to bring her back. That's why you're doing this, right? Exactly. This isn't just for my benefit. I owe you lots, Acheron. For the past. This is my way of making it up to you. It's not my fault that I need to kill. I would have done anything that man wanted. I need to play with the hand I'm dealt. Besides, if we end up in control, we can undo all of the deaths instantly. Nothing is permanent, don't you understand? That's true. If he holds up his end of the bargain, he doesn't have any reason not to. He got bored and lonely. We will too. Then we can hold a contest of our own. Let loose and live a little, brother. It's a great stress relief too. We should put aside our differences. We have a chance to fix everything. I don't think we should squander it. Jesus. Lady, you are twisted. Like, I think the month of killing has actually just straight up broken you. You have lost all sense of morality, and that is a dangerous thing. So, I am sincerely hoping Acheron this goes no. He seems to be leading that way anyways. Oh no. You have to take it seriously. I need to kill you if you oppose me. And if I do, I won't be bringing you back. So the only chance to see her again is to work with me. Or face death. I guess it's what they call checkmate. So I'd have to kill you to stop you. And I don't know why, but I just can't. I'm glad you made the right decision. So, what do you say? To family? Max smiles as Akron reaches into his pocket, presses a button on his phone, and ends the recording. To family. Ooh, a recording. That'll be useful. Akron is smart. I'll give him that. Ooh, we have 13 true ending flags. That's good. Veloquist trembles in fear, unsure of what to say for the first time in ages. I didn't. You didn't what? Expect us so soon? Or perhaps you didn't expect us at all? I must say, I thought you'd be dead. Seeing you is quite the surprise, father. Veloquist takes a few steps back, clutches his scepter, preparing to defend himself. Oh, so that's how it is. Living off of the power in that scepter. It looks like it's running dry. Tell me, do your subjects know the truth of their existence? Or the truth of yours? Something tells me you're still deceitful. Ugh. Just as I thought. Old habits die hard, I suppose. Surprised you maintain this facade. Well, so you're the true villain in all this, I'm guessing? Interesting. Nagi, please. Yep. Hello, true villain. And... wow, that blade is beautiful. Well, aside from all the cracking thing on the actual blade itself, but still, fascinating. Please what? Do tell me. I'd love to see you grovel. You should beg for your pitiful existence. I only need more time. This world will be saved by my hand. By your hand? Don't be ridiculous. Everything you touch makes a plagued end. And soon, Takamagahara will fall. What the heck? Takamagahara? What? Whatever it is you call this place now. You can't change the truth of your world. Okay, so an old name. You have a kingdom that houses the dead. Father, you rule over a rotting carcass. Your subjects are nothing but maggots. They writhe through its cavities for succor. So tell me, how can you save something long since dead? Something built on a carrion of your woe? It's possible. I beg for your lenience. Don't make me laugh. You've become a pitiful man, Velasquez. You are not fit to be in a position of rule. Your world is in my hands now. I will teach your people one simple fact. Salvation can be found through destruction. Nagi pushes Velasquez away, laughing loudly. His laughter echoes through the halls of the castle. Nami, sister, we must go. Yes, brother. It's time for some divine intervention. Damn. Oof. This is a big deal that those two are there. Oof. Kalen grips the bars of his prison cell. Kabu remains fast asleep, fatigue taking over. Really? And what makes you think I do that? You're the one who stuffed us down here. It was a lapse in judgment. Surely you can understand, Kalen. These things happen all the time. That's so. You let people starve in your cellar often? That's a pretty big admission of guilt. No, that's not what I meant. I meant that people often make mistakes. You should learn to word things better. You think you'd know, being a politician. Or is right. You're not here to pull your strings. Kalen, there's no need to mock me. I'm willing to pay for your services. I need protection. This has gone too far. I don't think you understand my business. I offer protection for money, yes, but only those who deserve it. You lock us up in here, and you continue to let us starve. Cobb's on the verge of death, you know. By Riley's orders. Blair's shouts echo through the stomach. Kalen is shocked at his sudden outburst. Please understand, Kalen. It's not Riley's orders that bring me now. It's my defiance. My own free will. I know what needs to be done. I must step down from this election. The threat of Riley must be quelled. Please. Blair grips the prison bars as well, trembling. I want you to guarantee my safety. And I want you to end Riley's life. I'm not an assassin, Blair. You can't pay me to kill somebody. But Riley's a threat to my safety. You are paid to ensure that safety. Kalen, I fail to see the difference. You're still a murderer. You're just validated in your own way. I didn't come here to argue semantics. You can keep your money. The payment will be our freedom. I can't protect you from behind this cell. You can't just leave Kabu to die. Of course. I'll retrieve the key from Riley's chambers. I expect you'll be free within the day. I'm holding you to your word. If I start to doubt you, I'll kill you. Kalen is unaffected by the threat. Blair glances over at Kabu and stops to think. Wait. I feel you've come to terms with death. You must admit you can't expect to live forever. If I doubt you, Kabu will die. It will pain me, but it's necessary. I need a guarantee of your compliance. Watch your tongue, Blair. Your life will be in my hands. You don't want to take advantage of me. Oh, but I think I do. He releases his grip on the bars and turns away. Make yourself ready. I expect armed opposition. But I don't have anything. You confiscated all of my weapons. I'm sure you'll think of something. I'd hate for your freedom to be short-lived. He walks away without another word. Kalen turns to Kabu, worried of what may happen. Don't worry, Kabu. I won't let him touch you, no matter what happens here. Alright. We started here. And, let's see, 12 minutes to the hour. And then 13. I could potentially go for a little bit longer, but at the same time, I do actually need to go and deal with something. So, yeah, I think this will be probably a bit of a short episode. But it is the end of chapter 6. I know it says chapter 7 there, but we haven't had the title card, so I'm saying this is the end of chapter 6. So, yeah, that'll be it for now. So, at least we're a bit further in. One more true ending flag. But as we have all the ones I need, I think we'll be fine. So, until next time, guys. See yas.